guys, welcome creators. It's Kimmi, Coach Kimmi with the Kreators Klub. What's up? What's up? We are on day two of our masterclass on how to start a YouTube channel. That's right. Babies are making money on YouTube. Why aren't you? So I am Coach Kimmi, and I help new content creators, those who want to be, those who are, to help grow their YouTube channel, taking next steps if they want to. That means, what is next steps? Taking it to creating a blog, creating webinars, selling courses, whatever it is that you want to do. We do all of that within inside the Kreators Klub. But in order typically for most people to start building out their digital online presence and their money to get a whole situation going, it starts with having a YouTube channel. So go back and catch part one if you did not. I will recap part one for you really quick, and you can go back and catch the whole video. Part one was what you need to do before you even get started. What you need to do even before you get started trying to do a YouTube channel. So we are going to welcome those who will watch the replay and those who will listen to the podcast. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So just a recap from last night, in case you were not here, you want to pick one purpose for your channel. Don't try to talk to everybody. Okay. Number two, recapping yesterday, again, decide who you're going to talk to. What's your topic and who are you going to talk to? Number three, decide if you're going to do it on camera or off camera, because some of you really are afraid of being on camera, and we'll address that in some future videos. And number four, set some realistic expectations that your channel is not going to grow overnight. It is not. And then the fifth one is start with what you already know. You do not have to be an expert to have a YouTube channel. Okay. You do not have to be an expert. So I consider myself an expert because I have 3 YouTube channels. One of them is my primary business. And then the second one here is Kreators Klub with Kimmi. Again, where I teach entrepreneurs, small business owners, and content creators how to use content in their business, how to master using content. Okay, because we can make content, but what's the purpose of it? And all content doesn't have to lead to sales. It may be just a channel that you enjoy or a thought that you just enjoy sharing with people, okay? But my point and purpose is to help you to make money with your content if that's what you're looking for, okay? So tonight's topic is how to create content without overthinking. How to create content without overthinking. So let's get right into it. So the first thing is you want to keep your videos simple. Keep them simple, especially when you're first getting started. Have one topic, one goal, and one call to action. Okay? One topic. So we're not coming on talking about, and this goes back to what we were talking about last night. If our channel is about, if you're teaching people how to cut the lawn, we're not coming on here talking about how to cut the lawn, how to make chocolate chip cookies, how to clean the house. We're going to pick one of those. What is our focus? What are we trying to do with our channel? Okay. So you want to have one goal. What is your goal? What do you want people to do when they come to your channel? Do you want them to purchase something from you? Are you trying to get, are you trying to sell a digital product? Eventually, I hope you do. Are you trying to get them are you trying to just showcase your services? What is it that you are trying to do? Hey, welcome. What is it that you're trying to do with your channel? So you got to be crystal clear in your goal and keep the video simple. Sometimes we really want to, kind of show what we know and be extravagant in our equipment and, brag about things like that. But nobody cares about your equipment. Nobody cares what kind of camera you're using. Okay, even when it comes to your actual topic, keep that simple. Simple equals clarity. The more complicated it is, and that's why I've been so successful in my other business, because I'm able to take things that are complicated or seemingly complicated and simplify it for the average person. Okay, in my space, and part of why I even started a YouTube channel in the first place, when I was trying to get information about my primary business that I have, I would find people talking about it. But I also would find that they wouldn't give me all the facts because they wanted me to actually purchase something. So there's nothing wrong with selling your product, but always give the people what they came for and keep it simple so they can understand. Number two, use what you already have. So again, when starting your content and creating content, don't overthink it. You don't have to go out and buy a camera. You don't have to go out and buy selfie sticks and ring lights and all of that. That is not a requirement to get started. You can start by doing lives like I'm doing here. Now that's a stretch for most people. Let's just keep it real. Most of us are not hopping to get on YouTube and go live. We just are not. And that's okay. You don't have to. Some other options are you can use, if you don't want to go live right away, you can do voiceovers. I'm about to speak a little Spanish. You can do voiceovers. So you can just film what you're talking about and then talk over it, especially if you're selling a product or you're trying to showcase your services. It's not necessary for you to actually be on the camera. Okay. And we talked about that yesterday too. That's just not what some people are looking for. But don't go out buying a whole lot of equipment. It's not, you do not have to do that. You do not. And in order to keep track of your content, I'll give you a couple tips here too. It's going to always be some bonus tips, y'all. So get your notepad out. Hey guys, welcome. So when it comes to taking notes for what you're going to talk about, use the notepad on your phone. Most of us have a phone with a notepad on it. So what I do a lot of times, I'm like, I could be watching something on TV or I could be thinking about something, just laying in the bed. I just got out the shower, just come out the restroom, whatever. And I'm like, dog, I want to talk about this tonight. Or I'm watching another YouTuber and I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. And I talk about it and put my spin on it. So keep constant notes. It could be voice memos too. If you're familiar with using voice notes on your phone, you can do that too. Is an option. I may say something like YouTube video idea. Talk about how to use content to promote your business. Or it may be 5 reasons that I'm thinking of in my head. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Sama, how's it going? Good evening. Good evening. Do you have a YouTube channel? Are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel? What are you doing as far as YouTube is concerned? This part of the series is about how to start a YouTube channel. Or are you thinking about some other form of social media? Let me know. So number 2 is start with what you already have. When it comes to content, we want to record and think about what it is we want to talk about. Write that idea down as soon as it comes to your head, because if you do not, you will forget. There have been plenty of times when I'm like, oh, I forgot what I was supposed to talk about. Or I had a great idea and it's gone because I didn't write it down. Okay. Number 3, done beats perfect every time. So progress happens as you continue to post videos. Don't feel like your videos have to be perfect. When it comes to content creating without overthinking it, which is the topic tonight, get right into it. Don't think about it too much, because if you think about it too much, you're not going to do it. So progress will happen. The more and more you post, the more and more you go live, you feel more comfortable. And sometimes you become too comfortable. I have to catch myself sometimes because I'm talking to my audience and I'm like, we're really cool and they know me and I know them. Even from the comments, you get to know people. The same people come to your lives. The same people rock with you. They listen to your podcast or whatever. And you feel like you know them. So you share a lot of information. So my husband, he has to catch me sometimes. And he's like, he's nudging me like that's enough. But the more and more you do YouTube, I promise you, it will become easier and easier. The more videos you post, your first few videos, they probably not going to be the best. They won't. You go back and say, dog, look at me. That's so crazy. Let's get this comment. So Salma says, not really. I just enjoy listening to your thoughts and ideas. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. I appreciate it. And whatever I'm talking about actually can be applied to different businesses too. So you don't have to be doing YouTube. I appreciate you being here. So anyway, but again, just start posting. So like I said, when I go back and look at some of my older videos, I'm like, girl, what were you thinking? Or I was a little timid. But after a while, you'd be like, whatever. Just do you. Show up and show out. Okay, so that's number 3. Progress happens when you post videos. If you never post, you will never get better. You will never get better. It's like anything else. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Hello, hello. It's like anything else. Are you thinking about a YouTube channel, Andrea? Or do you already have one? So we'll take some comments for sure and questions. Please feel free to ask your questions. So the more and more I do YouTube, I become more comfortable. The more and more you do it, you'll become more comfortable. And it's funny because you guys know or may not know, I have 3 YouTube channels. So I have this one, Kreators Klub with Kimmi, Healthy Life with Kimmi, and then I have my third, which is Notary Educators with Kimmi. So I have 3 channels. One is my primary business. The other 2, this one and my other one, are growing. And I just went live on the other one today. I would love to have one with the business. Yes, Andrea. And that's the whole purpose of why I started Kreators Klub, because I find a lot of people are afraid to get started. And I want you to see that if I can do it, I can have 3 channels. I went from none to 3. You can start a channel too. So I'm here to share basic tips with you to help you to get started. Okay. Do you mind sharing what type of business you have with us? I don't mind doing a little coaching with you. Let me know if you mind sharing what type of business you have. So again, the more and more though you do content, it will become easier. It really will. And you'll get so loose. You have to catch yourself. You're like, okay, wait a minute. That was too much. And the things people share with you too, especially the more and more you go live. Okay. So that is our number 3 points. I'm going to recap because we had a few people just join us. Number 1, when it comes to creating content without overthinking. Oh, hey, Andrea. Okay, your notary. You want to start a YouTube channel for your notary business, advertising your business, or do you want to start a YouTube channel showing you doing notary work for other notaries? Because there's a difference. Oh yeah, no worries. That's okay. Which way do you want to do the channel, Andrea? Do you want to do it highlighting your business, or do you want to do it for other notaries to follow you? Because it's going to be a difference in how you do your content. So let me know. Okay, so let's recap the few points we've already talked about when it comes to creating content without overthinking it. And I will say this again before I get these tips again. I'm big on let's try to get some of this digital money out here, guys. We are so busy working for other people. The world is going into a digital space. So if you are not making money on this digital front, you are being left behind. Again, for real, babies are getting checks from doing YouTube. Why aren't you? Older people, seniors are getting paid from doing YouTube. Why aren't you? Okay. Why? So let me do these recaps right quick, and then we're going to discuss this with Andrea because I think it's going to help other people too. That's an excellent question that she put. So let's do the recap. So tonight we're doing creating content without overthinking. So we're going to keep our videos simple. We're going to do one topic, one goal, and one call to action. I didn't go over what the call to action is really quick because we're not actually selling a product, but let's talk about what a call to action is really quick. So a call to action is, what do you want your client to do? What do you want the person watching you on YouTube? What do you want the viewer to do? Do you want them to subscribe to the channel, which that would be a yes. So you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the video for me. So that's my call to action. That's what I want you to do. If I was selling lip gloss, I would say, hey, check out my gloss collection over at my website. That's what I want them to do. So you have to tell people what you want them to do, or they won't know what to do sometimes. They enjoy your content, they enjoy your information, but if you don't tell them at the end what you need them to do or what you want them to do, they won't know what to do, okay? They'll be like, oh, that was really good, bye. Well, no, we want them to say, oh, that was really good, and either like the video, watch another video, buy the product, share the product. We want them to do something, right? So number 2 is use what you already have. If you don't mind going live, that's the best way to get your channel monetized quickly and to share with other people what you know is to go live. It's the quickest way to grow a YouTube channel. Don't forget, we're going to be using our notepad on our phone to take different notes of what our topics are going to be, what we want to discuss with people. Okay, so we want to make sure we use our notepad voice memos, because sometimes you don't feel like typing. I'm really quick to say, hey, this is a YouTube topic. I want to discuss ABC, right? So I'll put it in my phone right quick. I got that note saved and I'll come back to it. Just get started. It is not going to be perfect. You will go back and look at your first few videos and laugh at yourself. Okay, that's another little tip too, really quick. If you're filming your videos and you do go back and watch them, if you're watching your video and you're bored, you're like, child, what in the world am I talking about? Your audience is going to do the same thing. Now, when I first started doing YouTube, I would crack myself up at some of my stuff. Even now, I'll be like, or my husband when he was editing a lot, because back in the day we used to edit a whole lot. We're going to talk about that too in a future video, but he used to edit a lot and he would be cracking up. So again, if your stuff is boring to you, it's going to be boring to your audience. But if you find yourself laughing at your own stuff, your audience is probably going to laugh too. So a lot of us are comedians and we don't even know it. And the driest humor, Sama is cracking up. The driest humor is really the funny one. Sometimes the people who think they're funny are not. The ones who don't think they're funny, they are hilarious. So again, your videos will get better with time. So just go ahead and start. That was number 3. Progression will happen with every single video because you're going to become much more comfortable. Number 4, talk like you're coaching one person. Sorry about that. Well, this is live, but talk like you're coaching one person again. And that's going to help you to kind of narrow down to what we call the avatar. An avatar is like your equal. Who are you talking to? Who is your audience? Who's liking the same thing that you like? So that's going to help you to keep a connection with the people. So if you're trying to talk to everybody in the room, it probably isn't going to work. It probably isn't going to work. Now, that doesn't mean, like I was saying last night, you can't change your topics, because you can. Sorry. That doesn't mean I always have to talk about if I started out telling you guys this channel is about baking chocolate chip cookies, because there's 1,001 ways to bake chocolate chip cookies. That doesn't mean I cannot ever introduce an oatmeal cookie. Okay, it does not mean that. It does not mean I cannot ever introduce an oatmeal cookie. But primarily, you came here to learn about chocolate chip cookies. So that's what I want to be teaching you, right? So just be consistent and try to talk to that one person, especially when you're first starting your channel. These tips tonight are when you're first starting. As you continue to grow on your channel, then you can usually end up doing whatever you want to, talking about whatever you want to. Because I really think my 3rd channel that I have, Healthy Life with Kimmi, I've been talking to my husband. Honestly, he's not feeling it, but we are going to do it together. I'm going to change the title of that, I think, to something with both of our names in it and just make it more about life, because we have a lot of life that we live together. And right now it's about our healthy journey, which is still a lot to encompass with that. But I want to open that channel up where I can do even more. I want to get men watching it, women watching it. Okay. Not just women rather, but I want men watching it too. I want to be able to talk about relationship stuff a little bit. Now he ain't gonna like that, y'all, but we gonna do it. All right, here we go. So that's number 4. I kind of talk to one person in the audience, and that's going to loosen you up a little bit too. If I'm sitting here looking at these comments and I'm like, okay, she's saying this, he's saying that, they're saying this, I'm getting nervous. Nope. I'm talking to you right now about how to start a YouTube channel, how to create content without it being overwhelming and overthinking it. And then I'm going to come to my comments and I'm going to answer one question at a time. I'm not going to be overwhelmed because I got 15 people with a comment there. I'm going to handle one person at a time. So that's number 4. And number 5, and I really want you guys to drop your comments here, your questions about starting your channel. What type of business do you have? I would love to do some coaching with you all. And then if you have a channel, I don't mind doing a couple of channel reviews because I have some time. So if you have a channel that you want me to look at and give you a few pointers about, I'll be glad to do it, okay? So let's hit number 5. Number 5 is batch content when possible. We want to create content without being overwhelmed or stressed out. Batching is the number 1 way to do that. When I say batching, I mean we're going to get dressed and we're going to film maybe 5 videos in one time. So you have to plan and organize this. Typically, I do mine on a Sunday. I will sit and I already know if I want to do 5 10-minute videos. What's 5 times 10? 50 minutes. So I know I need at least an hour, hour and a half if I want to keep starting over and all that, right? So I already batch. I'll do 5 videos knowing I need at least an hour or a little bit over an hour to get my video filmed. So what I'll do is I'll change my shirts. Like this is pink. I have a white one for this channel. I have a white one and a black one. So I'll sit here and I'll film 5 videos. I don't have my pink earrings on tonight because that's part of my brand. Because I had these on with something else. But I'm all about that batch filming. Batch filming. And when you can batch film, that's going to really, really help you. So you're going to have all your ideas already written down. I'll show you, for example, I have my scripts for this week. I'm going live 4 times with this series. This is part 2. So I have 4 scripts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 scripts. So I will have those 4 scripts that I put together. And I have my notes, so I already know what I'm going to talk about. And that's going to help you when it comes to you being nervous, because I already know what I'm talking about. I looked at it. I like it. If I didn't like it, I would tweak it before I come live with you. And then I'll batch. So I would have these 4 video ideas. Now, this is going to be over a series of 4 days because I'm doing it live. But I would have these 4 video ideas on a Sunday afternoon or after I get myself together. I'm going to change out my shirt. Do the next video, change out my flower, maybe my shirt, whatever. I'm gonna do the next video, right? Sometimes I'll change my scenery. I may be sitting here right now. For the next video, I'll move to another part of the house. I may sit on the floor. On my first channel, I love sitting on the floor. I just felt it was cozy. Now this channel, I may or may not do that. I don't know. I'll do what I want to do. It's my channel, right? But and then I am a coach. So I want to make sure I'm letting people know that, hey, that's what I do. I'm serious about my business. So I will be aware of my backgrounds and stuff like that, right? However, when it comes to batching too, so I have my scripts, I have my clothes, right? I may have to stop for a few minutes and get some water because my throat may get dry. But I'm going to prepare myself and I'm going to have complete silence. I'm going to tell my husband, hey, I'm about to batch record so he don't come running down the steps and, hey, Kimmy, or hey, Kim, whatever. So you would want to tell your family too, hey, I'm about to batch record my videos. So, hey, I need complete silence for an hour or I'll close the door like that. Make sure the door is closed because once you start filming, you don't want a whole lot of edits. And that's the other thing when it comes to recording. And we'll talk about that another day in its entirety. But I'm getting to the point now in the wave of YouTube is that you don't have to worry about doing a whole lot of editing. People want to see you in the raw, okay? Not jacked up, but they don't mind if you make a mistake, if you cough, if you sneeze. We're human. This is live, okay? So you don't have to cut every single thing out, even my mannerisms and wordism. Sometimes I may say, okay, you're right. I did a course for this particular Creators Club, actually. And I had my editor to remove a lot of the okays, you're right, because I did say it excessively. So if you're saying something excessively, you do want to work on that, okay? So again, when the last tip tonight is batch content when possible. So I don't sit down to film. Now, again, these are live, so it's one topic per video, basically, you know. But when I do batch recording, I'm not sitting down and film one video today and then film another one tomorrow and then film another one the next day. No, I do not. I batch that thing, honey. Batch. I'm filming multiple videos. At least when I sit down to batch, I'm typically doing 5. Now, to get this channel started, I actually filmed 27 videos. 20, not started because it was already here. This channel before, just in case you guys didn't know, was called Business. I'm coming to you, Andrea. This channel was called Business Life with Kimmi because I was talking just basically business and I kind of just let it go to the wayside. But I realized people were actually still watching the content because I look at my analytics and we'll talk about that. But I look at my analytics and I'm like, wait a minute, people are actually watching this. So I need to do something with this. There's no reason I should not try to get this channel monetized and continue to share information and knowledge with people. And I love talking about content creating anyway. I really feel like, for real, Babies are making money on YouTube, but this generation between that 30-year-old and 50-year-old, they're scared to death, have no interest, and you still out here working hard when you could be having a little side check coming from YouTube. It may or may not pay your bills. Okay. Not going to guarantee anything, but it's not, wouldn't you like to get an extra couple $100s a month, for something you enjoy talking about, something you enjoy doing anyway? So that's why I became so passionate about this. So I decided to change the name of the channel to Kreators Klub with Kimmi, because a lot of times people were asking me, well, hey, Kimmi, how did you start your YouTube channel? How did you start your mentorship program? How did you start your ebook? How did you start writing courses? How did you start doing this? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to duplicate the same thing that I did in my other business over here, helping people with content. And that's what I do. So I'm going to recap this, and then it's going to be all about you. So if you have a channel, if you have a topic that you want to discuss about starting your YouTube channel, what's holding you back? Are you afraid? Let's talk about it, okay? I got a few more minutes that we can all hang out together. So we're going to recap these 5 tips for tonight, because I like to put a little bow on it. So creating content without overthinking it. Your 5 tips are to keep your video simple. Use what you already have. For example, you can start doing lives and your notes. You want to make sure you keep notes about your different topics. That way you will always have something to speak about. Because you could be in the bathroom, like I was saying earlier, in the shower, and you're like, oh, I want to share this with my audience. You're at the grocery store and something happens. I want to share this. So sometimes write it down so you don't forget for later. Start doing something. Your videos will get better is number 3. Progression will happen with each video. Every time you post, you will get better. And then talk as if you're talking to one person. Number 4, don't try to talk to everybody. Kind of focus on 1 or 2 people, really 1. And as you continue to grow, you'll be able to kind of read your chat really quick and say, okay, what's she talking about? Because sometimes you got to put people out the chat. I had that happen earlier. This guy was like talking about political stuff. And I'm like, this is not what that channel is. He was like a spammer. So we'll talk about how to deal with bullies and all that stuff too, because you will encounter all that on YouTube. So we'll talk about all of that in a future live. And then number 5 is batch content. Batch content. You want to do more than 1 video when you sit down. Don't never sit down and just film 1. I'm filming at least 5 in my case. At least 5. And I was telling you I did 27. And the 27 videos that I did, it took me 3 days. And I was hustling because I wanted a different video to go out every day in December to brand this channel, to rebrand it. So I did a video every day, and we'll talk about batching and blitzing. Batching and blitzing, how to get started, okay? Y'all heard that here first in case somebody try to take it. But we're going to batch and blitzing just mean when you first starting your channel, I want you posting every single day. Every single day just to get in the algorithm. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So let's see, Andrea. So Andrea wants to advertise her notary business. And I know Andrea from the notary space. Hey, Andrea. So she wants to advertise her notary business. And I told her that she would be posting different content depending on what her ultimate goal is. And I love how she just recapped it for me. So that means my job is done. She put 1, keep it simple, use what you have, start, talk to 1 person, and batch at least 5 videos. Got it. Go ahead, Andrea. And Andrea was an excellent student of mine in our other program too. And she be about it. That's excellent. And that's exactly what I want you to do, Andrea. Now, let's get into what we were saying with Andrea. So she is a notary. So she actually does notary jobs. That's why I said, do you want your channel to be about for your client to see what you do? Or is it for other notaries? Because your content will look different. So I have a notary channel that is for other notaries. So if you're trying to get other notaries to watch you, your content would be maybe a little fun sometimes, letting them see, hey, check me out with my ink pen. And you might be pointing up or something like, I teach notaries how to ... right? And kind of dancing and kind of crazy like you see on TikTok a little bit, right? Because I do a little bit of that on my IG page. Most of the time, though, when I'm over here on this channel and I'm trying to get other notaries to follow me, I'm teaching them something educational. Why is it that you need to use a journal? So I'm letting them know something of value and that they want to know. But if I'm trying to get my client to do something, because I have had clients to book me from watching my YouTube content, like especially when it comes to apostilles. I have a lot of videos on my channel about apostilles. That's from my other channel, guys, but it's just a service that I offer. So that content for my client looks different. It shows me being a professional, and I'm actually talking to them and letting them know what that is, how I can serve them. So that sounds something like this. Hi guys, or however you want to start it. Usually I'm a hi guy kind of person, or hey people, or whatever. But but you want to be crystal clear, excuse me. So you want to let your client, it sounds something like this though. Yes, I offer apostille services, and I can assist you with your documents going out the country 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. It does not matter if your document is going to Mexico. And then I may let them know what let's just do a couple more. Your documents may be coming from Mexico or Russia, and I am able to facilitate that for you. Do you have a passport? Do you have a driver's license? So I'm letting them know what type of services I offer. Now, being fully transparent, Andrea, it's going to be a little tricky to have a whole YouTube channel just to teach your clients what you're doing in that particular space, because we have about 20 services that we offer. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it, because you can start a channel about anything. But what I typically do for my notary channel, for my notary business, is I focus more on quick, short videos. And shorts are very popular here on YouTube too. So that may be you out and about with your notary bag, the same thing I teach you in that particular area, and taking video and talking to your client. And you may have your bag on your side, and it may look something like, I provide 24-hour service, and you could post that to YouTube as a short. Okay. And you could even do a quick little video. You may be wondering, I am a notary. How can I help you? And I'm open 24 hours. And then give them a couple points of, did you know that I would be able to travel to you to the hospital? And then your call to action is something like, call Andrea's mobile notary service. That's your call to action. Tell them what you want them to do. Book an appointment with me today. So you have to tell them. So people will find you, and how they're going to find you. Typically, people are not going to YouTube to look for a notary, but they are going to looking for those specialty services. Like, they don't know what an apostille is. And that's how I've gotten most of my clients that way. They don't know what that is. So when they go to YouTube and Google what is an apostille, because I have so many videos on it, I will populate and then they will call me. Okay. So that's the thing you got to kind of think about when it comes to what it is that you're talking about. So when you're using it for your business, and especially in your case, you do offer multiple services. So you could have at least 20 videos on your channel, and you can have your shorts out there. And then yours would really be more of, they're watching you, what you're doing. They're watching you. And again, you can explain different documents too. But again, most of your clients are not going to be searching for you on YouTube. They're not, because I don't get most of my business that way. So I hope that kind of clarifies that. And if you were trying to get other notaries, again, I do a lot of fun videos. And you can do that even for your regular customers. Show you in the car, you having a coffee. I'm on my way to my next appointment. You could be my next client. You know, things like that. But because YouTube is a search engine, that's another reason why I encourage everybody to have a YouTube channel, because YouTube is a search engine. So it's owned by Google. So if you put any kind of search in, you're going to populate. You're going to populate also. What other questions do we have? What other questions do we have? Let's go. What other questions? Okay, cool. Do you already have a YouTube channel, Andrea? If you are here and you have a YouTube channel and you would like me to do a deep dive on it for you, please let me know. I would gladly look at it for you. Do you already have a YouTube channel? Are you doing TikTok, Instagram, or any of that? Just let me know. I'm just curious if you're doing any of that. Not yet. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely want to have a space. I have someone in my community that does a lot. Actually, I have about two that are really killing the Instagram for advertising their business. And again, I get clients from YouTube. I do, because they're watching me. They're Googling something and then it'll populate because I have an article on it or something. That's why blogging is good too. So just think about what way do you want to go. I see we have a couple other people in the room. Do we have any other comments or questions about how to start a YouTube channel? Why you should start a YouTube channel? What else do we have? The ones that are here, are you afraid to start a YouTube channel? I know some people said they were here just because they like to see. And I invited a few extra people to come over to watch this because they're thinking about social media. So a lot of us are afraid. That's again why I said I wanted to start this, because I want you to know, hey, if I can do this and I have 3 channels, you can do it too. You can do it too. So for those of you who may be interested, I do have a book and a course, Start Your YouTube Channel. It's not that complicated, for a full deep dive. Again, this will be a 4-night session that you can join. Not 4 nights because it's 2 nights and 2 days. So we did last night at 8, tonight at 8, and then Thursday, Friday, we have 2 more sessions together. And that's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Okay. Let me tell you what the next 2 topics are while I wait for your comments. Part 3 is going to be how to grow even if you have a small audience. Because sometimes people think, well, I can't make no money because my audience isn't big enough. How can you grow even if you have a small audience? And then our part 4 is going to be staying consistent and not quitting. Because a lot of times when you start doing YouTube or anything else, it's human nature. It's human nature. Anything else, once you start and you're not getting results fast enough, it's like, dog. Because I'm like, I thought this channel was going to grow quicker. And it's taken a year, you know? So it takes time with anything else. It takes time with anything else. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient and know that it can happen. It really can. And again, as long as you keep going. And it's the funniest thing. I've put out videos and it had like 2 or 3 views on it. And I'll go back. I mentioned this yesterday. And I'll go back, 6 months later. And I'm like, 2,000? Because, you keep putting out content. So I'm not watching every single video every day. And then occasionally I'll go back and check my analytics. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That video did amazing. But the first few days, it ain't do nothing. It didn't do anything. And you sitting here like, wait a minute. Now that was going to be my number 1 video. And then it wasn't. So that's the funny thing about content too. The video that you think is going to hit and everybody going to love it, they don't even like it. But the one that you didn't put that much energy into, the one you was just most comfortable, just walking around doing your thing, that's the one where everybody is like, what? They love it. And you knocked it out the ballpark. So content is very funny. We just cannot be crazy with it because it will drive you crazy trying to keep up. So if you are not in the Creators Club, check out Creators Klub with Kimmi so you can at least get on the email list and stay in tuned. The blog is coming soon with more creators tips. Hopefully next month we'll start rolling that out. And again, my point and my purpose of this whole channel is to help you to start creating and make some of this digital money that's out here. There's plenty of money out here. When people say there's no money, people are spending money. People are spending money. And how do you want to work for your money as you continue to get older? How do you want to work for your money? You want to keep going into your 9 to 5? Nothing wrong with that. But can we add to it? This is recurring income. As long as YouTube is around, my other channel is monetized. Now, some months are better than others. My highest month on YouTube was like 800. That was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. It has not been that. I got maybe 2 checks, 800, 600, maybe about 4 or 5 really good ones like that. On average, it runs about 200, 250 at this point, just being transparent. And that's okay though, because I'm not doing YouTube just to make money. YouTube brings me clients like Andrea was trying to do and is going to do from other ways. So all my money don't come from YouTube. YouTube brings me leads and connections with people, right? So it's not all about trying to just get paid from YouTube. Now, does that $150 or $200 look good? Yeah, it does. And sometimes that's based on what I put into it. I have had times when I don't go live for a whole month because I have another part of my business that I'm doing with my mentorship program, you know, or now I'm starting this project. So I will be live on my notary channel. That's my main bread and butter. It's not going anywhere, but I will be dividing my time. So that's going to affect what I do over there. And it's all good. All right. Any more questions before we wrap up? Any more questions? We are going to wrap up. Anything else? I'm here to help you. And please don't stop creating. Don't stop creating. Don't stop creating. Anything else before we head out? If not, I will see you again tomorrow at 11 a.m. I see we got a couple people just enter the room. So, oh, you're so welcome, Andrea. I will hang out with you a few more seconds. Do we have anyone that just entered that has a question about their YouTube channel? I can give you a couple more minutes and then we are going to wrap it up for this evening and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. But I hate to leave when somebody's just entering. These are all tips too, guys. As you're watching me, learn from me. So when I have a live that I'm doing, and you'll notice this if you've ever been on any of my lives, if I see like I still got more people entering the room, I don't just be like, okay, bye, see you tomorrow. No, they came here to see me. I consider myself an artist. I'm going to hang out with you. I'm not going to just say, bye, I got to go. So I will always stay. I did a live earlier on my other channel and people kept coming in. Bye. Thank you, Sama. Thank you. You have a blessed evening too. My pleasure. Yeah, but if people keep coming in, I'll try to hang out with them for a little bit to see if I can answer a question for them. And then I'll wrap it up because YouTube is my business. I'm a content creator. I took issue with that when somebody called me that before. They were like, oh, she's a content creator. I was like, no, they might have said I was an influencer. They said content creator or influencer, one of them. And I was like, no, I'm an educator. And then I got to thinking about it. Well, I guess I am a content creator. I am. I'm an influencer. Not in the truest sense where you got to watch what I buy and you go buy it. But I am a content creator. I create content. That's what I do. Kreators Klub with Kimmi. We create. All right, guys. No more questions. So we are out of here. But I will see you again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. And also Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. And we'll finish up our YouTube series, How to Start Your YouTube Channel. Okay? Good night. Bye. All things creative wise, check out Kreators Klub with Kimmi. All K's, okay? Bye, guys.